CBC North.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Today, it's the final round of the Mountain Shootout. And let's go down to the first. Well, partner, you've been there. Final round, first tee, and you're leading. What's the mindset?
Well, Rich, you've got to try and keep away from what a lot of people do, which is one eye looking forward and one eye looking at the rear vision mirror. Right now, it's about getting off to a good, solid start. Put some space between you and the pack. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week.
Great start.
So, Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that depending on where the flag is.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here, a par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly, and you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
All right, Frank, what's the right play here on this second shot to the par 5 third?
Well, even though that hole is a dogleg to the right, the best way to bring it in actually is to use the general contours, which is right to left, and the shape of the shot in that direction as well. So it might look like a little cut, it actually suits a little draw.
Just an excellent shot right there, about 5 feet away. Good chance. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well, certainly hit the ball in the right place there, and yeah, good thing too, he's actually putting well.
Back over now to the 4th. As we check in on this early final round action, we join our featured golfer off to a hot start.
Yeah, some great golf. I really like the way they've been playing right now. Certainly playing aggressive golf, and that's getting rewarded today too. If there's a little bit of timidity at the top there, then there's this great opportunity that's going to open up, especially over those closing few holes.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. Birdie try up next. just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what's the key here at the fifth hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers, first one not really in play. That third one in the distance, unless you're someone like a Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim at that and not reach it.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, let me see. I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Birdie try again here today. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now at the sixth hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only 373 yards, and the short par 4, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it, what sort of distance you want that second shot. All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit uphill. Basically, it's what you want for your second shot.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank, this is an important approach shot because our featured player was really good early, a little bit shaky of late. This is a point in time where you need to get it back.
Yeah, you almost need to stop, just stand still for a second, almost just flush it out, because at the moment you're starting to look right and left at the trouble. Let's get back to what worked. Let's start looking where we want the ball to go, where the flag is, and start going there.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a little tap in here. He'll take par and move on. Well, Frank, this is the longest hole on the golf course, 602 yards, obviously a par 5, though. Guys like Rory have to be thinking about making an easy 4, getting home in 2.
Yeah, you referenced it. Longest hole on the golf course. Yet Rory McIlroy still reached it in 2. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one.
Second shot.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
A good solid stroke there. No sign of nerves on that.
Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green, When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Like a machine out there. Another green in regulation. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Well, Frank, what do you like here? Second shot to this par 5.
I like just the general terrain, Rich. Even though the water's on the right side, you want to keep away from that, which actually makes that ball go towards the general upslope of the green.
Couldn't have done much better than that. Eagle is very possible. Playing his third here at the par 5. And he's made it for eagle. Frank, we begin this back 9 with a real test. It's a 218-yard par 3.
And it's very easy to get lulled into the shape of that lake there on the right side and try and hit a cut in here. But that cut's going to work against the natural shape of the hole. If anything, a nice high draw.
Knocks it up on the green. It is about 28 feet away from the hole. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Could it be? Well, that just brings a smile to your face, puts a little pep in the step when you make them from downtown. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Frank's second shot here at 11 is pretty short, but it can be tricky.
It can. The various different levels. The highest point on the green is that back left. It does roll down to that right side, and then, of course, is the front portion in the middle. So you've got to be just cognizant of trying to fly the ball the right distance. But when that flag is in the back left, to err a little on the left side, not such a bad thing.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today?
Well, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Frank, another scoring opportunity here with his second shot at the 12th.
There certainly is. Even when they stick the flag all the way in the back, which is the hardest hole location, you can still get at it with a short club. A nice sort of rolling, gentle terrain on this green, so chances are you're going to have a putt with a little bit of break in it.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all the way in the back, that first 2/3 of the green is just like a nice big circle. You hit it anywhere on that, you can have a putt of some 20, 25 feet maximum for birdie.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Settles in over the putt. Wow, I thought he made that. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Putt for par. He needs one. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
It certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right, so the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
Frank, what are we looking at on this approach shot here at the 14th?
This 14th green just built up a little bit. Got to be careful you don't miss this green on the left side. It'll just kick all the way down. It'll be a difficult little chip up the hill. But once again, second shot's not too long.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing. Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday. Trying for another one today. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker, you should easily be able to carry that. And, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Now to the second shot here at the 16th, and Frank, what's ahead?
Minimally uphill, but it actually plays uphill. The reason why is because all that front section of the green rolls back towards the player. So you've got to carry the ball all the way to the flag.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Locked in on the read and the speed. And that's a birdie. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. And it'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
Took the big stick off the tee, but still challenging short second shot coming up here, Frank.
A much shorter second shot here on 17, Rich. But because that green's elevated, you've actually got to be that much more precise with this pitch.
Good swing, good shot yet again. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
They par yesterday, but this one for birdie. Good roll. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Frank, this is a pretty important shot. Second here to the par 5 18th.
That's a great tee shot now. The opportunity in front is, well, it's delightful, really. A good second shot here. Chance for eagle.
Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. And his third here at the par 5. What a tremendous display of golf this has been. That has to feel so good. A big championship victory.
CBC Naruto, over and out.